I cannot keep changing this because it's going to take us 3 months to get doing.
Welcome to SOLIDWORks.
I literally just finished the new wiring package.
Take a look at what this experience means for long-term ambassadors to SOLIDWORks and new attendees alike. For this, I want to talk to Charles Dane. Charles, welcome.
Welcome, thank you.
I'm going to give you this microphone so we can all hear you. So
all right,
Charles,
fabulous.
Tell us who you are and what you do at SOLIDWORks.
Okay, so my name is Charles Dane. I am a new member of the community team starting in September, and oddly enough, this is my first time at SOLIDWORks World myself.
So is that why you're actually here at the Hive? You needed an ambassador to bring you into the
not
fold?
necessarily. I've worked a couple of different conferences and conventions in the past, and we wanted to provide a welcoming experience for first-time attendees and give them a mentoring experience as well. So that's why we have the ambassadors here. And it just so happened that because of my experience with other conferences and conventions and being the first-timer here, it just seemed like it was a good natural fit.
You know, for all of us, at one point, it was your first time walking into SOLIDWORks
Absolutely.
World, and it's very overwhelming. You get handed a book, and good luck. So this is a great opportunity for people. People have done this before. They can learn how to find your way around, what are the right events to go to, what are the things not to miss, like make sure you get on the bus Tuesday night kind of thing.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
So why don't we take a look here a little bit about what we're doing. There's a huge crowd of people behind us. Okay. So let's spin the camera around and take a look at all these folks over here. You can go ahead and keep talking.
Okay.
So what are some of the activities that folks
So,
are doing?
as you've already seen, we have the roller coaster. That is a creation of Matt Schmotzer. He's also in the partner pavilion, but this is a roller coaster that he has recreated entirely in SOLIDWORks. And then he's also 3D printed it. Unfortunately, there was a shipping mishap, and one of the pieces broke and couldn't be recreated without a laser cutter. But this is a fully functioning roller coaster.
And there's another one in the product
There
showcase?
is another roller coaster that is in development. They're 3D printing it right now in the partner pavilion, and it's kind of a work in progress. So Matt is going to eventually present some of the slides and talk about the roller coaster and his experience in one of the later sessions.
So he's actually a presenter as well.
Yes.
And is he one of the ambassadors here?
No, Matt's not an ambassador because, well, a lot of his time is going to be spent in the partner pavilion talking about and working on his project out there.
Okay. Over here I see we have some other things going on. I see somebody playing the drums. What's going on?
Okay, so one of the things that we wanted to do was provide a little bit of a social interaction experience. And I'll be honest, I spent 15 years in the video game community before coming to SOLIDWORks. And Rock Band is one of those great social collaborative gaming experiences. And we decided to put a console out here and give people the opportunity to get a band together and play a couple of songs.
So this looks really fun, and once we get off camera, I've got to take an opportunity to try this out. So we're here in the afternoon, but you guys have been kind of going all day, right?
We opened up unofficially at 7.
Wow.
And we started getting people coming in about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So we offered a pastry breakfast with coffee, and we've kind of shifted things over. So it's snacks and water service now.
Okay, and how late will the Hive be open today?
We'll be open until 4.
That sounds great. So what I want to do now is I want to take an opportunity to talk to an ambassador and maybe a new user here.
Okay.
So Charles, I wanted to say thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Jeremy. Pleasure speaking with you.
This looks like a huge success. So
thank you.
We're going to move over now. I want to talk to a couple folks here who are attending for the first time. We have Kirby Downey and Jonathan Harrison. Kirby, you're one of the ambassadors here this year at SOLIDWORks World, correct?
Yes, I am. It's my third World, first time as an ambassador, but it's a fun place to. I just really enjoy introducing people to other people and just networking people, and that's what SOLIDWORks World is all about. It's just meeting new people.
So how did you get involved with coming to SOLIDWORks World? What's your background? What do you do?
So I did make props. I was making props and that stuff. Then SOLIDWORks got hold of me. They really liked the stuff, and they wanted me to create content for their blog. So for the past 3 years now, I've been creating content for the SolidWorks blog, just fun things that you can do with SolidWorks and 3D printing. Stuff from props to prosthetics. I've just done a thing on drones. And then from that, it's been coming to World to meet other people and meet more people that have similar interests.
So if people want to get a hold of you about making some props, you're in London, it looks like?
Yes, I live in London. You can find me on Instagram, KJ Designs 365. That's my handle for everything, really.
All right. And how many years have you been coming to SolidWorks World now?
This is my third SolidWorks World.
Third SolidWorks World.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about this year?
Just meeting people, meeting fun, interesting people that are just big nerds, and we get to just talk about fun things.
That sounds great. And Jonathan, you knew Jonathan prior to this event?
I met him last night.
This is great. You guys come in here, you guys are chatting with one another, so
Yeah.
let's hand the mic over to Jonathan. Jonathan, welcome to SolidWorks World.
Thank
This
you,
is
yeah.
your first event, right?
Yeah, my first SolidWorks official event, yeah.
So what prompted you to finally pull the trigger and come to SolidWorks?
So I started using SolidWorks 6 years ago for my engineering degree. So from there I've now started my own sort of replica props on the side. And then speaking to people like Kirby sort of encouraged me to come along and meet the community and the people behind it all.
That's great. So tell me, you've never experienced this before. What have you learned from your time here at the Hive that you might want to make sure you go to this week, or anything you can't miss?
Some of the general sessions are looking really good, so I'll definitely be at some of them. And just networking with the people and the companies here. It's a great opportunity for people like myself who are moving up to try and do something special with it.
Cool. Any session in particular you're like signed up to go learn something?
No, I've kept it quite open so I can sort of decide. Freely last minute decide.
That's the way I like to do things.
Yeah.
I don't like to make those commitments. That way I can, if you see a session pop up you really want to
just
go
jump straight into it, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, it's been awesome talking to you guys here. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us at the Hive. If there's anybody at home, anything you guys want to let the people know? Should they be coming to SolidWorks World or anything like that?
Like, if you want to meet fun, interesting people that have similar interests in SolidWorks and even somewhere else, like Jonathan and I both have an interest in props, just come to SolidWorks World. It's really worth it for all the training and all the people that you meet.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us here at the Hive at SolidWorks World 2019. Again, I'm your host, Jeremy Rigneris, and we're going to be coming to you live throughout the day. We're going to be live at 4 p.m. Central Time in a little while. We're going to be talking with Mike Puckett and certification and some of the new things we're launching this year. And a slight correction in my broadcast earlier, we will be live streaming general session tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Time to all the folks. So be sure to tune in. We'll actually be jumping on live a little bit before that to give you a little behind the scenes action, but stay tuned. We have lots of exciting content coming to you throughout the day. Be sure to engage with us in the comments on regardless of what platform you're joining us on, and we'll have people from our social team responding to your questions throughout the day.